So hi, welcome to the Nice Podcast with Nico from Benchmark. We're gonna ask him some questions today. I'm gonna start. So what inspired the creation of the band, and what does the band name mean?
All right, so like I was always really into music and like different bands. And then my older sister actually, she used to like play guitar, but then she stopped playing. So then I grabbed her old guitar
Hmm.
and I just liked it. So I started playing and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can do something with this.
Hmm.
Okay.
I had like a few bands before Benchmark, but they were just like high school and middle school things.
Oh, okay.
But then I started Benchmark with my guitarist junior year of high school, and yeah, that's pretty much how it started. Me and him were just into the same band, and we started out like pretty pop punk in the beginning, and then it moved, I guess, a different direction.
Hmm.
Oh,
And then the band name, we were at this gas station near us called Stewart's, and there was like we were reading I think it was like a men's fitness magazine for some reason. and like we just saw the word like benchmark of like something. I don't even remember what it was. And I was like, benchmark would be a cool name. And he was like, yeah. And then that was how it started.
okay,
Wow.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Solid.
yeah, that's how we got the name.
Awesome. It's definitely one of the more interesting origins we've heard for names, you know?
Yeah.
It's cool. So congratulations on your most recent release, Blueprint Brain. How do you feel about the response to it so far?
I think the response to it has been really great. We were a little like nervous about, not nervous, but I guess yeah, about putting it out just because it was a little bit different than our other EPs.
Hmm.
It sounded a lot more like maybe indie or even like, I don't know, just a very more like popish or indie. But we've had this song for like a while, and we were gonna put it. We just finished up recording an album actually, but we were gonna
Hmm.
put it on that album, but we were like, no, it doesn't really fit. So we just did it as a single and put it out, just because we felt like it. But yeah, the response has been really like overwhelmingly well. People really seem to like it. So
Well, that's good.
Okay, solid. Wait, so this is a B-side from, well, kind of technically a B-side from your upcoming album.
yeah, exactly. That's yeah. I couldn't have put it better. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Solid. That's exciting. All right.
Well, I enjoyed it in the different direction because I did kind of touch the very surface of your other EPs as well. So I
Thank
enjoyed this as well.
Mhm.
So is there any meaning behind the single name or the cover art for it?
Um, the lyrics actually my guitarist wrote, but um, he kind of wrote it, I guess, to just he's I don't know. I guess you saying how some people can like fall into like a pattern of just like following other people, even though like even if they have their own like thoughts,
Mhm.
people can sometimes fall into a pattern of like following others
Okay.
blindly. And I think that is was like the source of the lyrics, but yeah, we just decided to put like happy music over it.
All right.
and
Solid.
yeah, so that's how it's done. And then the name was just it was a cool lyric he put in the song Blueprint Brain. I was like, that's a cool name. It was originally called These Days,
Okay.
and we were like, Foo Fighters is gonna like overlap anytime anybody Googles it. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
Right.
like
that's fair.
Blueprint. Yeah.
It's a pretty cool name. I agree. So you said that your guitarist wrote the lyrics basically, but can you tell me a little bit about your side of the writing process for this single?
For the yeah, so I guess that like the riffs, the main riff for it, um, and then there's like a little lead part that goes right into the chorus that I
Hmm.
wrote. But pretty much usually when we write, it'll be like I either have like lyrics and the music
Hmm.
for my part, like I have my guitar part and my lyrics done, or
Okay.
he'll have like a riff and lyrics done, and
Hmm.
then he'll bring it to the whole band, and then we'll write it as like a whole thing. With him though, his more is like he just has riffs and like ideas usually.
Hmm.
When I come, I'll have like the whole song, and then I'll be like, all right, let's dissect it, see
Okay.
what fit. It's just yeah, but yeah, that's how it usually happens. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, solid. So it's just putting pieces together, basically.
Yeah, exactly. That's just how it ends up being. Yeah.
Yeah,
I respect
solid.
it. So where was your headspace at while you guys were writing this single?
It was like, I mean, we wrote it last year throughout the year. So I guess like everyone else, we were kind of up in the clouds
Yeah.
because like time like seemed to stop last year. Like it
Yeah.
didn't really matter. Like the months didn't really matter. It was just kind of like, all right, practice, writing, like
Mhm.
work, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess our headspace was pretty much like just not like down, but it was, everybody was feeling a little bit gloomy, and just writing this single and like working towards something, I think helped everybody mentally.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To like, okay, like we can't play shows, we can't tour, so let's just take this time and like really write.
Hmm.
Because usually when we're playing or touring, the writing is like not like yeah, I'd say almost not, it's like rushed kind of, just because like let's say we'd have to go to the studio in like 3 months, we'd be playing shows and writing at the same time.
Yeah.
There's a big opportunity to just focus on writing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Do you
I think
Oh, go ahead.
I think that's going to be like a trend we see with most bands, or like the albums are going to be a lot deeper now because they had like
Mhm.
time to, spend on it instead of being out on the road for 6 months and have 2 months to write and record the entire album. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think bands are definitely coming out with a lot deeper songs, and like I heard a few demos from like friends of ours from around here, and they're all in the same position as us. They have all these songs, and like they all sound like really good.
yeah.
I was actually going to ask, do you think you prefer the end product where you have more time to focus on the song instead of balancing it with tour life? Or do you prefer the more, as you said, like rushed outcome of your songs? Which one do you prefer now, I guess?
I think now that I like we've done both, I prefer to like take time
Hmm.
and do it. I think in the future, I mean, if we can,
Hmm.
I would like to, let's say we tour like the whole year, and then like maybe the end of the year we just take like 2 months or something and don't play at all,
Hmm.
and like finish working on the songs that we worked on the whole year. So like
Yeah.
we can write in between to like actually like perfect them and demo them, maybe like
Hmm.
2 months give or take,
Hmm.
to like get them down the way we want.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So while listening to this single, what band or artist influences pop out the most to you, if any?
Um, I'd say, well, for me personally, probably like Somos, or like Turnover.
Mhm.
And then like for my band, we all listen to like different music. Like my bassist listens to like, he has a big, like broad, like he'll listen to like Sly and the Family Stone, and then he'll be listening to like Citizen, like the very next song.
Yeah.
Or like my drummer, he's more into like Dance Gavin Dance and bands like that.
Yep.
And then my guitarist, he's into like Title Fight, but then he'll be listening to like Mac Miller or like Kendrick. So we all have like different areas. But for me personally, I think like for this single, probably like Turnover the most. Yeah.
Wow. That's really cool how you all have like when some people say like, oh, we all listen to different stuff, it's like different branches into one single genre, but it's like when you pull out Mac Miller and then Dance Gavin Dance, I'm like, oh yeah, that's actually completely different. That's really cool. So I can definitely hear the different like fusion of all the different genres you guys listen to. I think that's really sick.
Yeah, I agree. I think it also helps just because it gives everybody different ideas. My guitar player, he's also like really into the 1975.
Oh, taste.
Okay,
Yep.
good. My music taste is so diverse. I listen to Slipknot and Korn.
Oof. Watch
Yeah.
out for him.
So this question should be super, super quick. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe the single for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less.
Boy. Okay. Probably energetic. Energetic. like energetic.
That's one.
Yeah. Maybe like I gotta think now. I was not expecting this.
It's got to be quick though.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Energetic,
energetic,
fun,
fun,
loving.
loving.
All right.
Great. Wonderful. You got it. Good job. Good job.
Those are 3 words I'm gonna go with.
Exactly. Awesome. So kind of in the same vein of the last question, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want this single to invoke in your listeners?
Yeah, I mean, like I hope when people listen to it, or when it first came out and even later, that they can get a feeling of like a little bit of like excitement and maybe like, I don't know, some like a good mood out of it, just because I think at least I am trying to find like music or just like activities I can do to kind of like take my mind off of what's going on
Yeah.
and like bring my mood up.
Mhm.
So I hope that when people listen to it, they can like just focus on it and helps them get through whatever's going on.
Mhm.
Just like, boost their mood a little bit, even if it's for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
good. It's very wholesome. I like that.
So where do you see the band in the next 5 years?
Oh man. Like just I hope we're like signed. I would love to get
That'd
signed.
be great. Yeah.
That's pretty much what everybody wants. That's the goal. Just touring, writing. Same thing we're doing now, but I would hope on a bigger scale.
Okay.
Yeah. That'd be
Um,
great. Madison Square Garden, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if
If that's in the cards.
That'd be great.
that would be crazy. Yeah, I saw. You know what actually gave me hope for
Mhm.
bands like us, or
Mhm.
in this scene,
Mhm.
like when Basement played Madison Square Garden,
Okay.
I was like, okay, like bands like us can get like that big.
Yeah, it's attainable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think like, even when I told like my friends about it, they're all like, oh, like okay. It kind of opened their eyes, like, all right, people are starting to like pay attention to
Mhm.
this more.
Yeah, as they should.
Yeah.
So this was your first release for the first time in like 2 years. What's up with that? Why didn't you drop anything last year? Is there a certain reason, or did just time get away from you with, the pandemic and everything happening?
Yeah, I would say honestly that like time got away from
Mhm.
us. Also, so like the last release we had before this one, I think it was like September 2019 or something.
Mhm.
It was on the way, and we had it at that time. We were having people like fill in for us on bass,
Okay.
and then in December of 2019, Josh, our bassist, just joined. So as soon as he joined, we were just like, okay, let's go on tour.
Mhm.
Like a month after he joined, we went on tour and like all this stuff. So then I think when the pandemic hit, we were still all trying to, because me, the drummer, and Ryan, yeah, we've been playing for a long time, so our playing was really intertwined.
Mhm.
And I think he was still finding his way into it,
Yeah.
into the sound without sounding forced.
Mhm.
So it took us a lot of like practicing and then just like vocal things and I don't know. I think that's probably why it took us a while, just because we were trying to find like the best sound now with Josh
Yeah.
and what direction we wanted to go and what we were trying to do.
Mhm.
And so I guess it just ended up taking that a long time. But we recorded the single in October,
Oh, okay.
but we were just getting like album art for it, and we were trying to think like how do we want to put it out. And then I talked to my friend Sal, who has a label,
Mhm.
and he was like, "I'll put it out." And we were like, "Oh, okay, that's
Solid.
awesome."
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I mean, I do wish we had put out music sooner, but it just ended up happening that way. So
Yeah, that's completely valid. That's
yeah.
cool.
The
Mhm.
next thing though won't be that long.
Okay, good. That's awesome.
So I've gone over asking last. No.
Oh my
fuck.
god.
I did it
Whoa,
again.
you skipped 2. Okay.
I skipped 2. Okay. But for
Do
the
you-
last couple questions, we're actually shift away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So, if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Boom again.
Okay. Like anything at all?
Anything at all.
I'd probably have to go with my mom's rice and beans.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
So true. Rice and beans. Best thing
That would
ever.
be mine personally. Rice and beans and a drink. Honestly, probably like a cider or something. Like a
Ooh,
hard
okay.
cider.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Okay.
That's
Solid.
me. That's me. If anybody sees me on death row, that's what I want.
Okay. All right. Pre-order. Solid.
I'm pre-ordering right now.
Oh my god, it's horrible. So, if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Oh boy. I'm trying to. Wow. Okay. Maybe like. Remember that movie Sky High?
Oh my god. Yes. Yeah.
Probably there, cause like I don't know if I think I'd be like the kid that glowed or something. Like,
Yeah.
but I would like to be in Sky High.
Mm-hmm. At least you don't turn into like a guinea pig, you know?
Like,
Yeah.
the kid that like melted.
Oh my god, I need to watch that movie again. That's so many things to unpack there. It's good. It's good.
So now I've gone over asking the last
There you go.
question, and every single person we've spoken to has actually said it's the most important question.
It's crazy.
What's your favorite color?
Teal.
Teal.
Okay.
Great color. We don't hear that enough.
We don't.
Amazing color.
So as I said, that is all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
I guess just the newest single we put out, Blueprint Brain, and then in a couple months we'll be releasing another single off of our album with a music video. So just check out our Instagram and Facebook and all that, and you'll see it.
Solid.
Well, thank you for sitting out. This has been Nico from Benchmark, and we're the Good Noise Podcast.